was to do with the movies, probably in light of the Oscars coming up. And one statement that was made was that what people liked in the movies, that it wasn't about so much about happy endings, which I thought we all liked, but it was about resilience. You know, that in the face of adversity or whatever else, that the individual, the hero, whoever it was, displayed a marked resilience. In other words, that whatever it was, and no matter what it was, that you came back to what you were before that, and maybe even, and hopefully, an improved version. And so, resilience is something that I think we need to cultivate. I don't think it's necessarily a trait that you're just born with, but it can be cultivated. And certainly when you know that you will be the beneficiary of it. And so approaching the things that happen to us in life, how do you approach them to make sense of them? For some people, it's like they haven't finished dealing with one thing and something else is hitting them. And we all know those stories, and I could even show you examples of them here in the room, who had to face adversity of the highest order. And not only did they come through it and presented an improved version of themselves, but amazingly they would say it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm sure there's people in the room would say that, no? That it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because it gave you a knowledge or a knowing or a sense of yourself that you couldn't possibly have had otherwise. And so, in very simple terms, the things, why do these things happen to us? Do you ask that question? Why do bad things happen? And I loved the response. You know, there was a very famous book by a rabbi, you know, why do bad things happen to good people? And the simple response was, so that they can be better. You know, or again, a line from one of our teachers that, you know, things don't happen to you, they happen, what is it, Roz?
For you.
They happen for you. And so if you can possibly see everything in your life as a possible advantage, as something that you can learn from, and very quickly know whether it has to be eliminated or that it's something that you have to confront or deal with or get past. And also it helps me in knowing that whatever it is, the universe is not out to trip me up or do me in, you know. And whether you think it's God or karma or whatever else, really, this idea that even the universe and destiny is my friend helps a lot. And in the same way as, you know, I once heard a friend say that, you know, in being given something, she said, well, if she has given it to me, even though it might look like not a very nice thing, I just trust that she has my back and she has my benefit at heart, and I know she wouldn't give me something that wasn't going to be of use. And so whatever it is that is happening, not only can it be recycled and made something valuable, but it helps me to know that I and I alone called on that thing, called on that situation. Does that seem plausible? It does. So in other words, you're saying, give me one moment. So in other words, you're kind of saying that you are the author of your own book, right? The script writer or whatever else. Does that give you some kind of power?